Hey, this is Jim McDonald. Welcome to episode 128 of the PowerCast. I am in downtown Sacramento, outside the construction location of the new Kings Arena, which will open in the fall of this year. It is a monster. It's an amazing addition to downtown Sacramento, and one I'm really thrilled about, even though I'm not a big basketball fan. But I think it's going to actually revitalize downtown. It's going to be pretty sweet. This episode is a Q&A with Furious Pete. It's the second episode that we recorded with Pete. This was live to his Facebook page. So we did this, we shot for Pete on his iPad, and so we're a little squeezed in. You can see my camera is going to be different. Also, we had some dropouts along the way, so that you won't see the dropouts in this version of the episode the way it was on Facebook. Our sponsors for this episode, as always, howmuchyoubench.net, Mark Bell's Slingshot, bench heavy with no pain with Mark Bell's Slingshot at howmuchyoubench.net, thepowermagazine.com, Compex USA at shopcompex.com, Rogue Fitness at thepowercast.com/rogue, and 8Man Strong at 8manstrong.com. Check out some 8Man apparel at 8Man Strong. All right, likes, shares, all that stuff on this channel and every channel in which this show appears, and enjoy this episode.
Recorded live at Super Training Gym in West Sacramento, California, this is Mark Bell's PowerCast. Alongside Silent Mike and Jim McD, here's your host, Mark Bell.
Yeah, I think so.
We're going to do a Q&A, but before we get to that, let's talk a little bit about Mr. Furious Pete-ness here. Mr. Furious Pete today hit up a 585-pound deadlift.
The other day, he hit a 390-pound or 365-pound bench for three.
Yeah. I got to say, I know you don't like to make a big deal about it because you're pretty humble in some ways, at least, anyway.
Except for that schwanz he's been throwing in our face all day.
Fucking, going through, some treatments of cancer and fucking coming out the other end, being healthy and strong is pretty goddamn motivational and inspirational to us. So I thought that was fucking cool to see firsthand. And
thanks, man.
Good shit, man. And I know the 585 is just small things of bigger things to come.
Totally, for sure. And I'm hoping that it goes up, and I'll do 700 in this gym soon.
Yeah, that was fucking awesome.
Yeah, totally.
But before we get questions from those guys, I got a question for you.
Yeah.
And this is going to probably have a long answer to it, but hopefully it doesn't take up the whole entire time. How in the fuck did you get your YouTubes to be so goddamn popular? If you had to kind of think of like three main things that you can associate with it that made it grow, because you said there was a few years where it didn't really move much.
Yeah.
You didn't care about it much, and then it started to explode.
Not that I didn't care about it, I just didn't know about it kind of thing, or I was just not being smart about it, right?
Yeah.
So I guess 2007 to 2011, I gained like 3,000 subscribers on YouTube, and it was all about just posting videos and showing off my skill. It was just like,
which is sexual, or
yes, very sexual, very sexual. Eating skills. That viral Vine that's going around everywhere, and
pussy that way.
Can you pussy like that? Man, that Vine was everywhere. I couldn't believe it.
Can you answer that question?
I can only one person can answer that question.
Oh, I like that answer. I like
yes,
that.
he does.
Yeah, thanks, Silent Mike.
So that being said, so I was filming with like a potato, as they call it, so terrible quality. Editing was just, like record and then no edits, just upload kind of thing, just terrible. So after that, in 2011, went to a YouTube meetup, found out a lot about people and how they're developed their channels and made businesses out of it, and I just started taking it seriously. And 3 tips that I always tell people if they really want to grow their YouTube channel and make an impact is, 1, be very consistent with uploading. It's not all about just posting one viral video and then calling it a day,
right?
You guys know very well it's all about uploading consistent content and trying at least make pretty entertaining content, and
right.
Not just half-ass. Obviously some content is a little bit like on the run, a little bit half-assed once in a while, but that just happens. But 2 is listening to our fans. We have, we're doing a live Q&A right now, so we're listening to comments, but generally with videos is actually listening to fans. Like, for example, you might make content that you think is so damn entertaining, so damn cool,
right?
But nobody actually likes seeing what you're doing, but if you actually listen to your viewers saying, oh, can you do a little bit more of this instead, then and you start doing a little bit of what people actually want to see, then obviously you're going to grow more,
right?
And 3rd is quality. I mean, if invest in a little bit of why did we pause?
Yeah, it said
broadcast.
It said it's been paused for
due to your poor wireless connection.
Oh no! Should we maybe get off some of? Well, I don't know. I can get off my. Well, I don't have.
Yeah, I just took mine off.
I don't think that's gonna kill it, is it?
Which one are you?
No.
Oh no! Oh no!
I don't know what we do about that.
Shut this one off.
I couldn't find it on Facebook though. I tried.
Really?
I don't know how to do that. Maybe I just don't know how to
It
do
would
it.
just be. Oh, there we go. I think. Oh no!
Trying to reconnect.
What happened?
There is no try, iPad. Do or do not.
I don't think there's.
Oh,
any-
your headphones.
Hold on.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-oh. What happened?
Oh, we're
there we go.
live.
There we go.
And we're back. Oh, why is it so weak? Do we have a hard line to plug that bitch into or something?
There's no way to hardline it.
No.
Oh,
But hopefully,
it'll stay. I have faith.
what keeps you... Wait.
Why not to the gym and tell everybody to get off their get off the Wi-Fi?
Should I?
Yeah, that might help.
Okay.
Yeah, why not?
Okay, goodbye.
We're gonna pause for a minute. We
I'll
got
be
some
back in
technical
10 seconds.
difficulties with our
Pause.
live feed.
That being said, yeah, I guess I can finish off that.
Yeah,
question.
why not? Why not?
Yeah, so focusing on quality equipment,
Right.
invest a couple bucks into a good camera, and it makes a big difference.
Right.
You guys
So
have
consistency was a big part of it.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Having good quality content
And listening to people.
and listening to the audience.
Yeah. It always helps when you listen to people.
The camera you currently use is the same as this one, right? You have
No, that's just for
G7X
vlogs.
or
That's just for vlogs. So other than that, I use pretty high quality SLR, good microphone system and everything. You got to do it for sure. Sorry guys for the delays and stuff. Everyone here in the gym has, I guess, is stealing the Wi-Fi.
Probably.
The Wi-Fi.
And as a result, we are just trying to make sure that we don't have any more lag. So bear with us.
Oh, that was nice. Kind of a burp and a thing in
know.
between.
A burp and a bear at the same time.
How'd it go? Did people listen to you?
I go into the gym and there's 15 people out there, and I'd say 10 of them are just staring at their phones. So then I scream at them,
Yeah.
and hopefully
you
they
go.
got off.
Hopefully it works. So we can't really even see the comments right
Is there
now.
no way to see it on the
Can you see it
monitor?
on your phone?
We can see it on the monitor. You just refresh the broadcast, refresh my page, and you should be a live video if you scroll down after that one. Yeah, it should be right there. And then,
hey.
yeah, so that's where all the comments
There
are and
you go.
everything.
Yeah,
So
I could read it
review
from here.
comments. We can probably enlarge the browser, right? Zoom in on the browser.
Larger.
Why? Well, yeah. Why is it always size with you, Pete? I'm
don't know.
getting quite self-conscious
There we
over
go.
here.
There we go. It's better now, everyone's saying.
Should have paid the bill.
Yeah,
Oh,
Mark,
yeah,
you
Mark,
should
your
have
shitty
paid the
internet.
The fuck are you
Paid what? I don't even know.
They're coming so fast, and
Yeah,
Me
they
too.
they are coming in fast.
furious.
There's
Fast
gonna
and
be.
Furious. Did you sue them for stealing your shit?
I should, right?
Yeah.
They should have just hired me in general.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would have been a lot.
I could
more
be
fun.
Fast Mike, and you could be Furious Pete.
That would be so much fun.
Dude, we'd be way
No,
better.
no. I think Silent Mike still works because we need a silent. We need to get away.
Silent and Furious is kind of like your farts.
Yeah, totally. Oh man! All right.
Any advice on deadlifting? Yeah, come to Pete's channel. It'll fucking be on the way.
Yeah, actually,
Yeah,
you
we got
guys,
some
you
tips.
guys asked about deadlifts. We did 2 really good videos. I think they were awesome today.
Great.
We
Glad you liked it.
we did some really good instructionals. One on deadlifts, everything that you really need to know if you're a beginner or intermediate. I don't want to say advanced because I think once you get to the advanced level, you have your own ways of doing stuff. Clearly, if you're advanced and you can lift 800 pounds, clearly you know what you're doing. But maybe your form will be different than everyone else's. But clearly you know what you're doing. But yeah, there's 2 videos, one on squats, one on deadlifts, and they'll be coming to the main channel. channel pretty soon. So if you guys have, like I said, this Q&A is for you guys. So if you guys have some awesome questions or any questions whatsoever, we'll be answering them for like, I don't know, for as long as we want to.
Hell yeah.
Until we get bored.
Two
until
questions.
the internet goes down.
Have you ever
again.
had Gyno and Silent Mike? You rock.
Okay.
That's a question.
I've never had Gyno.
Never.
I get fat on my tits when I get heavier, but I don't think it's Gyno.
I got like when I was younger, I had like a very, very small like it was like
It's pretty common amongst
this.
teenagers.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think when I was
Like
levels are
small
going up.
nipples? Isn't that the opposite of Gyno?
not about nipples. It's like, just hardness when I was like 13, 14.
Oh, and then you grew.
Yeah, I don't know. There's like
Let's show us your
it's-
nipples.
We can play with nipples right here. But yeah, no. In general, I think gyno is like about. I think they're talking about like visible, huge
Fat,
pieces.
puffy nipples, yeah?
Yeah, no, never had fat, puffy nipples.
I've had a little bit of gyno before, and there's, obviously taking performance-enhancing drugs causes that, but there's a lot of things to counteract that. I
Also, but not taking performance-enhancing drugs, it happens too.
Yeah, just
Yeah,
puberty.
When you're going through
Puberty will do
puberty.
it.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
well, I'm going through puberty right now, so
I know you
I should
are.
expect the
You
gyno.
should expect it.
It's coming.
You should expect it on your penis.
Oh, gyno wiener.
Yeah,
That's-
gyno wiener.
I didn't know that was a thing, but now I'll be prepared.
But I think people only think it can happen kind of almost through estrogen, but it can happen through other things like prolactin can
Yeah.
cause it too. So if you take a lot of tren, which everybody always talks about, tren.
Yeah, why is that the
they
internet
can
drug
happen
of choice?
as well.
Yeah.
But there's things that can block prolactin as well. So
Yeah.
get rid of it. pretty
Trend
easily.
hard, right? That's
Yeah,
what it is.
yeah,
Yeah.
What's your favorite body part to train?
Man, that's such a tough question.
Glutes.
The nipples.
I like glutes.
I like glutes. You know what? There's something about I don't know what it is. I like the girl's booty, but I also like training my own booty.
I agree.
There's something about it.
I like training your booty.
Okay. This turned into
got-
once again.
turned into a hey now.
It turned into a sexual broadcast.
You made it weird.
Yeah, we always make things weird here. Yeah, I like training. I guess the booty and a little bit of arms never hurts. Something
Yeah.
visible.
Let's say you're traveling and you haven't had a chance to train for like 2 weeks, and you fucking get a little bit of time to yourself. You have a couple minutes to train. What are you going to train? What are you going to do?
I'm gonna do deadlifts
I was
You're gonna
about
do
to
some
say the
deadlifts.
same.
Oh, okay, cool.
because deadlifts are a full body thing.
Yeah,
Fuck yeah.
So
Yeah.
you're like at least be able to work everything.
I do shoulders and biceps personally.
Yeah, because you're weird.
Get a little bit of a
Attention
pump.
seeker.
Get a little bit of a pump and move on.
Yeah. Next question.
What's your favorite meal?
Oh man, I don't know. It's like bad meal or good meal.
I say bad meal.
Bad meal. Oh man, jeez.
Pizza? Pizza's
So
probably my favorite.
I love pizza.
Yeah, pizza's
but-
so good.
But the problem with pizza is that there's so many different kinds, and if you land a not so good pizza, you're just like so disappointed by it.
But is a
Oh,
not
yeah.
so good pizza still better than a salad?
Sometimes not.
Like a
Huh?
70% Peyton Manning.
Sometimes not. Sometimes a not so good pizza is not better than a
Yeah.
salad.
Sometimes you
'Cause,
can't get the job done. Yeah.
Sometimes the salad, it could be, like Mark had an awesome salad in Vegas the other
Yeah,
day.
I think that's bullshit.
Yeah.
It was awesome.
Yeah. So I mean,
Shout out to Nobu.
Yeah, it's pizza, steak is always, a nice. Yeah, I don't know.
Somebody said best way to bulk up.
Food to eat.
Yeah, eat more than
Eat
you're
more.
currently eating.
Yeah.
And run less.
I mean, it's not. It's
What's the most you ever weighed?
me. Probably earlier this year is like 260.
God damn.
a good 260?
Pretty good.
Yeah, yeah.
Decently. Yeah. And you?
I've weighed a gross 230, and then now I'm like a okay 220.
Yeah. And you?
I weighed 330 at one point.
That's disgusting.
That's a lot of food. Yeah.
It was disgusting for
Yeah.
sure. Yeah.
What were you thinking? He wasn't.
Thinking about lifting more weight.
Oh yeah, true. That
True
makes
that.
sense. That makes sense.
When you weigh 330, you have a better chance of 1080 on your back.
Well, especially wearing gear, you need to fill out the gear. So it's
that is true. That is true. And you need that belly for lifting.
Yeah,
right?
you need a little bit of fluff.
Yeah,
you need the
yeah.
extra fluff.
Yeah.
I weighed 185 pounds before I started hanging out with powerlifters. I gained 10 pounds before I started lifting with powerlifters.
That was your.
And my peak was like 235 or something.
Okay.
Somebody was
That was your
inspired by
initiation.
us. They just ordered pizza. They
Yeah,
said.
you guys
Oh,
are fat
great.
too. On your way to 330.
I
Yeah.
saw someone else ask a question. Have you ever tried carb night? But instead of that question, have you ever tried low carbs?
Yeah, or keto.
I'm going to be doing a lot of keto. My plan for 2016.
More
is
on
to-
carbs.
Yeah.
Fuck carbs.
Well, I mean, there's a lot of cool theories behind keto and health benefits, huge health benefits.
Yeah, especially
so-
actually new stuff coming out about cancer. Yeah,
Yeah, totally, for sure.
Cancer,
So-
it was first made for
Diabetics?
epilepsy.
Yeah.
It was first made for
Diabetics,
epilepsy,
yeah.
but then new stuff, a lot of
Yeah.
stuff showing about cancer,
Yeah,
which is
so-
very interesting that
so-
cells may eat on sugars.
Yeah, totally, for sure. They
Yeah.
feed on sugar. So, I mean, that whole concept is really interesting. So I personally, as a way of, making sure my cancer never comes back,
Yeah.
a little bit of keto every other month kind of thing. Because
that's
there's no way I can't eat pizza and do everything else. So,
Yeah.
You bring
every
up
other
a really,
month sounds good.
Really interesting point is that people don't realize you can just switch things up here and there. You don't
Yeah.
have to always just
You don't have to be a little
adhere
zealot.
to one
Yeah.
thing. Like
you don't have to make a lifestyle commitment.
if for some particular reason you like training West Side, or you like doing bodybuilding, or you like doing some sort of regular periodization, there's no reason why you can't hop back and forth between a few of those different disciplines and try them all out and see how you like them.
Yeah, no, I totally agree.
And low carb thing is something I've used for many years. Big fan of it. Obviously, I'm not doing it right now. That's why I'm so fucking fat. But
No, it's
when
because I came to town.
that's right. When you're training for strength, you don't want to leave out any nutrients. You want to try to be as big and as puffy as you can to lift the most amount of weight.
How much tren could a tren user use if a tren user could use tren?
I think that they do. So I
I
think
don't know.
all of
A
it.
lot.
All of it.
Well,
All
you
of
can
it.
use too much trend, and you can end up with some puffy nipples, and even lactating.
And your hair falling out.
So sad.
Yeah, a little bit of all that going on.
Do you ever have a cheat day on ketosis? I think most diets that are very low carb have some type of like glycogen refeed of some nature, whether it's one meal, one night, 1 day, 2 days. Pretty much
Yeah.
all low carb diets have had some kind of refeed.
Keto or paleo? I think, well, they're two different things.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
can do
Totally
Yeah,
different.
yeah, you can kind of combine them, or they could be different. Paleo is like a style. Keto is pretty strict.
Yeah.
How do you feel about doing like a cheat day when you do certain types of diets?
What do you mean? How do I
Do you
feel?
implement one, or do you do more like flexible dieting where you can cheat whenever you want as long as it fits within your calorie intake for the day?
I think it all depends on what my goals are.
Right.
If I'm trying to for example, last year I was cutting for 60 days and I had I really just wanted to make a huge impact and
Right.
really do the best possible job that I can. So I barely cheated and I put in a little bit of higher calorie meals here and there, but I was beyond strict. But if I'm going for strength or just want to lean out, then I definitely just implement the cheat meals
Yeah, you
here
do
and
a
there.
little more gradual.
Yeah, I think gradual is good and I think that makes more sense and I think it's easier long term.
Yeah. What about you, Silent Mike? You've helped some people with their diet. You think
Yeah.
it's a little easier, like if somebody's not really great at dieting, do you think it's a little easier to say, hey, man, every Saturday, you can have a little bit of this, or do you just spread it out more?
The issue is so deep, and people don't talk about this side of things, but it's similar with training. It's more similar when you're coaching somebody in a different sport, but the mentality of the person, the habits of the person matter so much. If you have someone that maybe has an addictive personality or already has a problem binging, then maybe the idea of a cheat day is too much for them.
Yeah, that's true.
Where it turns into a cheat week,
Yeah.
cheat day.
Right.
And so
I've done that.
Yeah.
It's hard to turn around the next day. You have like a hangover from
Right.
the cheat meals.
Right,
Yeah.
and the more
All that sugar's
it's
still in your system.
right? And then when you're eating pancakes and ice cream all day long one day, and then you go straight back to dry chicken the next day, mentally that's hard for some
totally.
people.
Yeah,
So as a coach, you have to read that on the person.
Yeah.
I am a fan of flexible dieting and tracking your food just to be aware of that.
Yeah.
Right.
And in the case that a cheat day is coming, Mark's wedding or whatever's coming Saturday, then I'll lower my calories the rest of the week, and then maybe not track on that wedding day to make up for it.
So do you like what is it called? If it fits your macros?
Yeah, similar.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Yeah.
Just a way to keep myself accountable, just like everything else. So I count my sets, I
Yeah.
count my reps, I know what I'm doing in the gym, I count my hours of sleep.
Mm-hmm.
They're the things I can control, so I control
Sleep you
that.
can never control.
I sleep as much
sometimes.
as humanly
Yeah.
possible.
Yeah.
He's
Yeah,
a koala.
I do.
Yeah.
I do feel that like
That's why you didn't come out last night.
Yeah.
he was snoozing.
Jerk.
Yeah, I do feel that when it comes to a cheat meal, that if it's somebody like that you're just putting on a diet, a lot of times they'll say, "Oh, what about my pasta? Or what about this? Or what about that?" Right away, their main focus is on the shit that you just took away.
Yeah.
I would say for like 2 weeks, or maybe even if you can stick it out for a full month, try to be as strict and as dedicated to it as you possibly can.
Build a good habit.
It's going to help you down the road that much more. It's going to be easier for you to get back on track each time you get off track. The other thing to always keep in mind is you're only one meal away from being off your diet, and you're only one meal away from being back on your diet. So
Yeah.
if you do blow it, don't beat yourself up over it. Just
Yeah.
get back on track.
And tracking is really powerful. Even if you're not tracking your macros, you're just tracking your calories over
You
the
got an
course of the
idea
day.
of what
It just
you're eating,
makes
yeah.
you aware all the time. It makes you make a better decision.
I
a lot of the
I
time.
tell people to put in tomorrow's food today.
Yeah, that's
That's
kind of an
not
Arnold
a bad
thing. Arnold
idea.
used to write out his food, I heard, for like weeks at a time.
If you do that and then
Ahead
you
of
just look
time.
at your phone like, okay, I have an apple to eat. I'm not hungry right now. You think about, oh, I'm not hungry right now. I'll eat that apple later when I'm actually hungry. Rather than if you're not tracking your food, you just grab whatever's in front of you
That's
because
true.
you're bored or whatever else.
That's true. I could go for an apple right now.
Dude, I love a green apple. I'm on a green apple kick right now.
Really?
Sour as shit.
Green apple splatters.
But they're crunchy. I don't know why I've had
no, they're
one
fucking great.
I've
Granny
had,
Smith.
I've had one Granny Smith a day for about 3 weeks straight
Yeah.
for some reason.
You're gonna turn into a
You know, like
Granny Smith
pregnant,
grandma.
pregnant people have like one thing and they're fucking going weird, or sometimes your body's like
You
missing.
are looking pregnant lately.
I know that's mostly the donuts you made me eat.
That's those hips.
But like pregnant people like crave something, or sometimes human bodies crave something because they're missing that. Like
Yeah.
you crave spinach because you're lacking iron or something.
right.
Yeah.
I'm worried I'm dying.
Furious Pete, how do you stay
See,
motivated?
I told you to have that salad.
And now granny apples are gonna fix me.
Furious Pete, how do you stay motivated?
By creating goals.
Nice.
I think that's a big thing is, I think oftentimes we don't really, we're just living day to day and with no big goal in mind. We're just, like, oh, okay, well, I'm going to go to work today. I'm going to go home, shower, eat my meals, and go to sleep. I think very often, with fitness or any real like activity or anything that we do in life, we need a goal. It's like with fitness, at least, like to say, I think that's the question that we're talking about is motivated with fitness, is to make sure that we have a goal. And every time, and create, I think short-term goals and long-term goals are really important. I think we need to create both of them because, especially if we have a long-term goal where it's like, okay, I want to lose 50 pounds. Well, I think you need to create short-term goals as well. So you can be like, okay, I'm going to lose 6 pounds the first month, and then I'm going to lose, 5 pounds the next month. And, I'm going to reward myself or like be proud of myself if I hit that
So
short-term
you got
goal.
short and long term.
Yeah, I think that's really important with everything that you do in business as well.
Yeah.
You can't
Right.
you can't just be like, okay, well, I'm gonna have a $50 million company. Like that's my goal, $50 company, and a $50 million company. It's gonna take a while to get there.
Yeah. What are you gonna do in the meantime?
Yeah, exactly. So it's like, okay, short-term goal. Okay, I'm gonna, develop this many fans, or I'm gonna be able to sell this many products.
shirts.
Yeah,
Yeah,
for
yeah.
example. So I think it's important to have.
How do you
was
stay
too smelly.
How do you stay motivated when you're dealt, some really bad cards, like you fucking have cancer?
Two things. One is
How do you still focus in on those goals? It's got to be tough, right?
Yeah, totally, for sure. I always tell myself that somebody out there has it worse than me.
Yeah.
I think that's a big
Which is
thing.
sad, but probably true.
It is true. It is true. It's very sad,
Yeah.
and it's true.
Yeah.
And I think that's a big, like, especially when there's days where you're like, oh, my life's the worst. My life's the worst. Like, I can't. Why am I even here? I can't go on.
That's a really good way of looking at it, because even if the odds were really stacked against you, you still have done a lot of great things, and you live a privileged life, you would say, right? When you
we got paused here.
Oh no!
But
Trying
yeah,
to
no.
I think we just fired.
Yeah,
through
who
it
cares?
Just
Yeah,
for the podcast
totally,
purposes.
for sure. And then second thing is, a big thing that I do is, I look at what I've done in my life, and look at, for example, through the hardships that I've gone through already. And be like, oh yeah, I've gone through that already. This is going to be a piece of cake,
Right.
if I just focus and keep doing what I did in the past and keep my head in the game, right? So I think that's a big thing
Do you
too.
find motivation from other people, like from your girlfriend, your mom or dad, or uncle, or something like that?
There we go.
Truthfully, I mostly, I
Or another YouTuber or something?
not really.
Yeah.
Not really.
Pretty
I
intrinsically
hate,
motivated?
I hate to say it. Like, I
You
don't know if it
internalize.
sounds. I don't know if it sounds weird, but like for me personally, I like to motivate myself, and
Yeah.
I don't think
Makes sense.
like I like looking at other people's success, but I don't know if it directly pushes me to do stuff.
Right.
I think the words get thrown around a lot, especially in fitness: motivation and inspiration.
Yeah.
I personally find inspiration externally. but motivation is more internal,
Yeah.
mostly just driven by passion.
Yeah,
Which is
that's
another
true.
word that just gets thrown around. But if you're actually passionate about what you're doing, you don't really need to wake up and be motivated.
Yeah.
Right? Like probably everybody at this table doesn't need to be motivated to go deadlift.
Yeah.
It's what we love to do.
Yeah, exactly.
So we're just going to go deadlift.
Yeah.
Obviously, some days we're more stoked on it than others. But when it's passion, you just kind of fucking do it.
Yeah, no, I agree.
It is also a little easier to do some stuff with other people.
Way
you know,
easier.
and
Way easier.
in collaboration with other people, like we do here at Super Training. Tuesday's a day where we deadlift, so you're coming in, you're deadlifting, even if you don't really feel like it. You're just going to jump in with a group. Maybe you lift a lot less than everybody else that day, and maybe your day's not as fun, but you still get some good work in. You know.
Yeah.
What are some key things to throw out when cutting? I think that's very personal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are we talking about food? Or?
I think so.
Yeah, cutting your wrist.
I don't know.
Get out, throw
Yeah.
your pork
Appendix.
collection. Yeah.
Well, I always, some people disagree with it, but I think there's really only one way to diet when you're trying to get like ripped. There's many different ways of going about doing this, a very similar thing, but every diet that you look at ends up looking like a bodybuilding diet. And so to cut things out, you would cut out sugars, you'd cut out junk.
No.
Not that you can't trick the system and you can't do the if it fits your macros deal, but honestly, you're going to have to probably eat some lean forms of meat, and you're going to have to eat complex carbohydrates. There's not a lot of other ways, not a lot of other great ways of doing it. Bodybuilding diets have been around forever. They've worked forever, and there's really no reason to try to reinvent the wheel.
I really think the whole like decreasing, like eliminating sugars, especially when cutting, I think it helps huge, at least for me personally. But yeah, that's what Mark said, you know.
And cutting back on fat is going to be a huge factor. Like if you just look at anybody who prepares for the stage of bodybuilding, maybe that's not your goal. Maybe you still want to just lose like 15 pounds or something. That's kind of a different thing. But if you're trying to get cut, as the guy mentioned in the question there, you're going to have to make some pretty drastic changes, and your calories are going to probably have to drop quite a bit.
Yeah, that's why I'm a fan of just tracking, because people don't even realize how much fat's in sirloin.
Right.
And so you have 5 servings of sirloin a day, you're probably over your fat if you're a 200-pound guy.
Yeah, but I think it also depends. Like, you know, we were talking about keto before.
Yeah, true.
That is a very high fat, high
True.
protein diet, and people can get really shredded on
Yeah,
that too.
yep.
So I think, you just have to make sure that you understand what your total calories are for the day,
Right.
and understand what your macros are according to the type of diet that you're doing.
Even
Right.
within flexible dieting, like I just cut things out for myself personally, because like ice cream, I'm going to have too much out the door. Cookies, I could probably have a cookie or two, fit it into my macros, and not have more. But that's just a personal thing, right? Maybe it's spaghetti for you. Like,
Right.
fuck, I can't have one bowl of spaghetti. I need 2. Well,
need
then just
5,
don't. Yeah, then just
6,
don't fucking eat spaghetti.
25.
25 bowls of spaghetti?
Yeah, I want spaghetti right now.
I'm in.
Damn. That's a lot of spaghetti.
It's a lot of spaghetti. We're gonna slurp it up.
Somebody
Slurp it up.
somebody asked about cardio.
What about cardio?
Well, what do you think about cardio?
I don't know what cardio
Yeah,
is.
it's stupid.
I don't know. No, you know, there's one form of cardio that personally I hate. Stationary cardio.
Yeah.
I hate it because you're in one spot and it's never that entertaining.
You're like a hamster?
Yeah, I hate doing it. I don't mind doing the Stairmaster in the gym for some reason because I feel it's effective and it also works on ass, you know.
Yeah,
And that's
booties.
that
What about
booty.
sports? Do you play any sports?
Yeah, that's the thing. I think outdoor activities, if you can do that, or at least like at the very least biking outside, you
Yeah,
know,
yeah. I think it's
you're
great.
moving. It's fun.
Mentally more stimulating.
Totally. I'm a big skier, so in the winter, you know, that's great cardio, and just like things like that, I think is great. Obviously, cardio's important. I think some of us overlook it. You know, personally, I feel like I should do a little bit more of it, and I'm going to push myself a little bit more to do a little bit more. But yeah, I'm not a big fan of stationary cardio.
Yeah, I think the more fit you are, the better chance you have of being better at everything. Same thing with like athleticism. The more athletic you are, the faster opportunity you have to grow faster than the next guy. The better opportunity you have to grow better than the next guy. And cardio can be really effective. I would just say, you know, do some cardio somewhere in your training.
Somebody commented about my C2 rower in my gym. I
Yeah.
do use that. I
Yeah.
actually
Rowers
don't mind
aren't so
rowing.
bad. Yeah, it's
I
not
like
bad.
rowing.
I've
I like
rowed for a little
rowing.
bit.
Yeah.
And
I
part of the
like rowing.
reasons why the CrossFit community is gaining so much strength is some people will laugh at it, but the CrossFitters are very fucking strong. Me and Mike have been around, and Jim have been around
Yeah.
a lot of them.
Yeah.
And the part of the reason why they're strong is because their fitness levels are going up.
They can recover
and you
better.
mentioned you felt really strong when you were doing some CrossFit.
Yeah,
back a couple
I
years
noticed
ago.
that like my deadlift just went up like crazy. You know, I learned a lot of stuff. I had a little bit of injuries here and there through it, but I think it's, I think there's always positive things with every kind of fitness form out there, we make fun of yoga here and there, but at the end of the day, if you're good at yoga, you're pretty damn flexible.
Yeah, you probably don't have a lot of pain.
Yeah, but if you have that flexibility, imagine how good you would be here, like doing deadlifts and squats too, right?
Fit too.
They all go hand in hand. Well, I mean, they all can benefit you in one way or another.
The thing we say about CrossFit is just the community aspect of it. A lot of people really benefit from that.
Yeah.
From being around other people, like-minded people who
that
have
pushing
similar
each other.
goals. They push each other. That you don't really get that going to a Globo gym by yourself.
Yeah.
If you're the kind of guy or woman who can excel at a Globo gym by yourself, that's great. But
I think it all depends on your level of training and what your goals are and everything like that. I think there's a lot of factors.
That's the sad truth answer to everything is
Yeah.
your goals, right?
Yeah.
Goals.
What's the diet? Well, it depends on your goals. What cardio? Depends on your, for right now, my goals are just kind of maintain my weight and strength. So I do some kettlebell swings, sets of 20. That's my cardio.
Yeah.
Is that going to get me shredded or is that going to get me ready to run a marathon? No.
Right.
Those aren't the goals.
Yeah,
Right?
exactly.
Some supersets and stuff like that. Can
Oh,
be really
superset?
Superset. Somebody asked, when did you start lifting?
I started a little bit in high school, but it was very, very casual.
Was it for sports or to get babes or what?
It was to get stronger legs for skiing.
Oh, yeah, you told us that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, that was cool. And it worked.
So you just did a bunch of squats right off the bat?
Actually, I started off with leg extensions and leg press.
That's awesome.
There wasn't a lot of squats. I did a lot of squats.
The
after
only
that,
guy
but-
ever to not start off with curls.
Yeah.
No.
Or bench.
Yeah.
Was
and,
us-
and then after when I started, I was like, oh, damn, I should have started with curls.
Was skiing recreational or did you compete in it or what?
I did racing and stuff like that. And I don't know. My family's a big skier.
Yeah, cool.
Family and stuff. Yeah.
How do you get side veins in your biceps? Have you had side veins in your biceps?
I have. Have you?
Damn, son.
You've had.
Yeah, I've had veins everywhere.
I've had 5 veins
Huh?
everywhere.
Pube veins. That means you're lean.
Oh yeah.
Pube veins?
Yeah.
Not nut veins or dick veins.
Yeah, right.
But
in the
like pube
pubia-
veins.
Pubia
Yeah.
area.
Yeah.
You could say ab veins, and
That is true.
every
They
woman
are
know what you're talking
abdominal
about.
veins.
No, they're like right above your dick.
Yeah.
Everybody, when they start losing weight, they just start pulling their pants down more and more.
Yeah.
Yo, look.
Like, how far down are they
Yeah.
shaving?
Yeah, they're
Jesus
wearing a
Christ.
thong and low-rise jeans.
That is
Yeah.
true. Sometimes those pictures on Instagram and all these models out there are just,
Bro, I'm right here. You don't got to talk shit.
sometimes those pants just go a little too low.
When you
know
see
what
the
I mean?
stem of the cack,
Yeah.
too low.
Yeah. Well, thanks to Mark, he posted a picture on Instagram of.
Yeah, you naked.
The stem.
Yeah, people were like, I think he accidentally posted that.
Yeah, just by accident.
Yeah, that was by accident.
Whoops. It's still up there.
There's no accidents.
It's still up there.
Anyone have noisy joints?
Yeah.
Yeah, I
I
get
mean, my
everybody
knees
does.
crack.
Fucking
Yeah.
crackling going.
My
yeah.
shoulders, man.
Yeah, I get that with my shoulders here. Like I can make some noises. I have I don't know. This can.
Yeah.
Hold on.
Oh.
Oh, that's healthy.
Yeah.
And that's Pete's thumb.
Yeah.
For
That's
everybody
my
who's
thumb.
just listening.
That's weird.
He's not hitting it from the back, ladies and gentlemen. He's
No.
Yeah.
It's just my
fucking
thumb.
with his thumb.
Just my thumb. Just my thumb. Just my
Yeah.
thumb.
Who has the biggest biceps in the room? Smelly.
Oh my
Yeah.
god.
That's
easy.
right here.
Yeah, you guys suck. That was a stupid question.
Yeah. Yeah. But that's only the big thing that he has. Anyways, next question. Cracking and
I get them. Oh, he gets cracking knees past 90 degrees on the squat. Maybe just warm up a little bit better. Try some lunges. MobilityWod.com is a good idea. Also, just getting warm before you lift. I think stretching and mobility is so like a hot topic, and people are really fucking into it. But people aren't really into warming up.
Yeah.
Or whatever that may be. Like when we deadlifted this morning, it was
Why
freezing out there.
why
for
the
one.
fuck did calisthenics ever disappear? They're great.
Yeah, I was just
Fucking doing some jumping jacks and
Yeah,
some
or
fucking
even
toe
push-ups.
touches. They're
Yeah.
great.
Yeah.
It works awesome.
I
It
just
works
took an
really
empty
well.
barbell and rode it for
Start
sets of
moving
20.
around. Yeah, we did some hip circling and
Yeah,
stuff like that. Just
yeah,
move
something.
around, get your body moving.
Yeah, totally.
At the same time with mobility stuff, though, people do like a full range of mobility stuff, but it may not actually be addressing what their personal needs are.
Yeah.
It seems like people get caught up in the, in the ritual.
Somebody asked about favorite foods. I know we've been talking about food a lot, but
We can talk about food.
let's go over a couple things. Let's start out with cereal. Give me like 2.
Fuck, Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
so good.
Yeah, good job.
Yeah.
Good job, buddy. That's a good one.
That's a good one.
You're missing the best one though.
And what's another one that you'd like?
Thinking. thinking. I mean, as a kid, it was tricks. Those are always good. But what's the other one? Oh yeah, All Brown Bloods.
I don't know if that's
Silence.
in America.
Yeah.
Oh, you guys don't have that?
I've
I
never
thought I
heard
was
of
gonna
it.
get a stupid reaction.
That's
never
some
heard of it.
communist shit right there.
I've never heard of it.
It's a stupid high fiber cereal.
Cleans out
Does
the
it taste
bunghole.
good?
What's that?
Does it taste good?
No.
Oh, okay.
What's the like a quote unquote healthy wheat brand or raisin?
What about
and-
Fiber One?
Yeah, Fiber One's like not
Fiber
that
One's
bad
it's
for like
not
being
that bad,
healthy.
yeah.
But the best is Reese's Puffs.
Oh,
Oh, yeah,
Buddy.
those are
yeah.
fucking good.
Reese's
Those
Puffs.
are good.
Yeah.
I forgot about
Reese's
that.
Puffs, right?
Damn, that is good.
I can just
shit.
do some Frosted Flakes too. The
What
basics.
about some Honey Nut Cheerios?
Yeah, the basics. Yeah,
I'm all
Honey
about
Nut
Honey Nut
Cheerios and
Cheerios.
Frosted Flakes. The
Yeah,
basics.
you know,
But nothing's like
Serving
Reese's
size.
Why are
Puffs.
Frosted
One
Flakes
box.
so good? They're so simple.
Yeah.
The best and
It's just
simplest.
sugar.
My
Yes,
mom
Angela
makes
has to drink sugar.
Reese's Pieces, or not Reese's Pieces. I'm stuck on that shit. Rice Krispie treats, but out of Frosted Flakes. Some of the best shit I've ever had.
You know
I'll
what
eat
I-
like 30 of them.
When I started doing was
Captain Crunch is good, but it kills your face.
I got Star Wars Captain Crunch
you
right
were
now.
eating it the other day.
yeah.
I was like,
Rips your
bro,
fucking.
I was like, bro, you just turned 39. Like,
yeah. Oh, I still eat cereal all the time. I love it.
Me too.
I eat cereal, but Captain Crunch is it's a once a year.
Hey, I got little kids in the house. All right,
Yeah,
I'll blame it on
it was
them.
for them.
You're a big ball of excuses now.
Yeah, that's right.
I started doing like when it comes to cereal, man. I started doing, when I really wanted it and incorporate it as part of my diet, I'd actually put a scoop of protein powder inside, put some cereal, put a bunch of frozen berries inside, and then
Automatic.
throw in a little bit of almond milk and stuff, mix it up,
Wow.
and you're like, damn, you're actually using that bad for your diet.
Yeah. Or you throw I get fat-free Greek yogurt, which is pretty high in protein, and then
Yeah.
put a little bit of cereal in there.
Yeah.
Cinnamon Toast Crunch in that bitch, buddy.
Yeah, I put protein powder in mine all the time because I can't drink milk.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
fucking
yeah.
shit myself. Lactose
Are
intolerant.
you?
Yeah.
And you were talking about a story you were at in San Francisco, and you're like, dude, I went to Ben and Jerry's like 50
no,
times.
It's
still
worth the
doesn't stop-
sacrifice.
Yeah, it still doesn't stop me.
Worth the
I mean,
sacrifice.
I don't know. It just depends. Like if I drink like a cup of milk, then usually it's gonna be, I'm just gonna be sounding off left and right. But normally I'm okay.
But
With,
Ben
like,
and Jerry's
ice cream,
has enough
pizza,
brownies
not
in
too
it.
bad.
Yeah.
Not too
So
bad.
do you incorporate almond milk or no?
Yeah. Almond milk, coconut milk, all kinds of stuff.
Yeah.
I hate to say it, but soy milk tastes better.
Ugh.
Vanilla soy milk. Oh, geez, light vanilla. Oh my god.
I've been
so
drinking a Fairline milk. Have you seen that?
No.
Fairline
We don't
milk.
have that stuff
Yeah,
in
it's some
Canada.
special,
So it's like a-
A3, whatever the fuck.
It's
yeah.
like a high-protein milk.
Right.
And it tastes just like milk.
Interesting.
It's amazing.
But if you're adding protein powder already or whatever, so
I don't
who
like
cares?
protein powder. I don't know why. I used to have like 2 shakes a day, for like 3 years.
He's
when I
over
was
it.
Trying to, I'm just over it. I don't take any supplements
Yeah. Why don't you
besides all the trend.
throw a chicken breast inside?
Oh, I'll do that.
Yeah.
Don't dare me.
Derek Poundstone.
I'm just
some
kidding.
Tuna.
shake.
I won't.
A can of
Oh.
tuna and cereal? Ooh.
Yeah, hot.
I say we do that challenge tonight.
How much deodorant do you consume a day? I don't consume any. I
don't
swear that was a question.
consume.
It went away already.
It was there.
Yeah, I don't know. I use a lot of deodorant. Actually, I don't. I use it once a day, and that's
That's
it.
enough.
Yeah, it's enough.
Somebody said
it depends on the time.
optimal weight to height ratio. I've never heard that question
I've
before.
never heard.
Well,
it
you
before
talked
either.
about
But
that though.
I just wonder what it like. I guess it would be very individual on a sport.
Basketball.
And also, that's true. And it also depends on your frame size and like
Yeah.
bone structure, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's hard to determine.
But pretty
I-
much about 5'9", first name silent, 210 pounds. That's pretty hot.
6'2", 240.
If you're
maybe?
talking in powerlifting terms, then
The wider, the better.
If you're over 6 feet tall, you're going to have to start creeping over the 250-pound mark. And if you're 6'3" or 6'4", you might have to be 270, 280 to be a very real high level powerlifter. But
How much
if
can
you-
you squat?
What?
How much can you squat?
I don't know. Probably not a lot right now.
With me, the other time you did like 505 or some shit.
Yeah, but that was earlier this year.
I know,
We're
but
talking
still-
about right now.
Oh,
Yeah.
that was still good.
I don't know,
what
right
did
now
you
I'm
do
What's
for
your
me
best-
lately?
What's your
What he's
best squat
saying.
ever?
In university, I did like 580.
Oh, that's hella good. Yeah, that's strong.
That's
That's
okay.
a lot, dude.
That's
was
a lot of
okay.
weight.
That's
That's not
That's
light.
when I was weird.
Oh.
Oh, and you are what now?
I'm maturely weird.
Normal.
I'm mature weird.
What's your best squat, Smelly?
I did 670 or something like that, or 680 in the
I thought you
gym.
did- I thought you said
And,
1,080.
Yeah, that's when I cheated. Yeah, that's with powerlifting
gear.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's still a
Well,
squat.
I did a
of
700
over
or something in
1,000.
the gym too. I can't
Yeah, I
remember.
think it was 699.
I gotta
Yeah.
tell you guys something. I really need a fart. I'm
We may have to clear the area.
just letting you know, but I'm gonna try and hold it in. I'm
Okay.
gonna try and hold it in.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try my best. I can't promise or anything like that, but gonna try and hold it in.
Somebody asked earlier, what's your next Guinness book? You have anything planned that you want to try to? Are there a couple records you got your eye on?
Yeah, I got one that I want to do. I've been asked by Guinness to do it a couple times. So I'm
Fart
gonna do
record?
it. No, I keep them all in the
Have
DL.
you looked at those?
You're not allowed
Fart
to
records?
talk about it.
No, I haven't looked at fart records.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I think you can win if you.
I'm sure, yeah.
Like, you know, they have that meter for the hot pepper.
Yeah, the
I wonder if they
smellometer.
could have a butthole.
Most like
record.
in a gym
Fart record.
I wouldn't think that all these guys would be disgusted by my farts, but every person has been disgusted by
we
my
don't.
farts.
Well, I mean, people fart in the gym, but we don't really. It's I don't know. People don't drop them all day long in the gym like you'd think.
Yeah.
With all these
Well,
guys in here,
yeah,
you'd
but
think.
like when you go to train, you eat like 2 hours before. The team
Yeah.
always trains at 3. You know, so like kind of your farts are gone. Like I
Yeah.
take a big shit every time before.
I think
come
everybody
to the
realized
gym.
like you don't want to smell shit while you're trying to train.
Yeah.
But you were here.
So-
You were here for 12 hours. You had to shit. And then you
Commercial
had to
gym
poop.
though, the music's on. Nobody
I would-
knows
I
who
would
did
let
what.
loose. Headphones
yeah.
on.
Yeah.
Yeah, you fucking crop dust the pec deck and fucking
Yeah.
just keep
Yeah.
heading towards the squat rack, right?
oh,
Hey,
man.
Christmas is coming up. You got any special plans? You guys celebrated all the way up there in Canada?
Oh, we do.
Well,
we
they're
do.
closer to the North Pole. I imagine they'd have an advantage
yeah.
over us.
Santa probably gets to you first.
I
huh?
can't wait for Santa to come. Me and Rudolph are gonna have a couple beers.
Yeah?
It's gonna be good. Gonna be good. No, but yeah, definitely looking forward to it. Just haven't really thought about presents yet, to be honest. But
you son of a bitch.
What do you do? Hang out with the fiance and the parents?
Yeah,
Or you
yeah,
got a big
my-
family up there? Or?
I don't have a lot of family up there, but we always hang out during Christmas, and it's always a good time. So looking forward to it.
Yeah, you get some time off work.
A lot of people are asking
There's
about you
never
traveling.
such a thing as time off work.
A lot of people are asking you about you traveling overseas. You got any plans to go overseas in 2016?
Yeah, February is going to be Australia, Vietnam, and Japan. So it should be cool, and then that'll be right away. So
a lot.
after that, I don't know.
year.
I just plan 3 months ahead.
Yeah, that's a good move.
Yeah.
What
'cause
brand of
everything-
toilet paper do you use? Now we're starting to get into the serious
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah, yeah.
These
Double
are good
ply,
questions.
triple ply?
These are good questions, in my opinion.
Bounty. What's with the one with the bear? Some of those commercials I find offensive.
Yeah.
Like that bear's walking out and he has fucking toilet paper in his bum, and then
Yeah.
his mom tells him. That's so embarrassing.
Disgusting, yeah.
And why is his mom
yeah.
looking at the kid's
Yeah,
bum?
that's what I'm
Why
saying.
can't the
Like,
kid spread his cheeks a little bit better and clean that thing out a
Can't
little
he
bit
wear
more?
some
guy-
pants? Winnie
Yeah.
the Pooh even wears
Clearly,
pants.
Yeah.
clearly that bear needs some wet wipes.
He needs
He needs real
baby
wet
wipes.
wipes.
Winnie the
Baby
Pooh's
wipes.
gay, right?
That's it.
Winnie the Pooh's gay, right?
Winnie,
That little belly shirt and that
You think
voice.
with
That
the-
is true.
with the
Yeah,
little
I never
pig?
thought about that.
With the little pig?
Oh,
Well,
I
yeah.
never thought about
The little
that.
pig's a chubby chaser.
Yeah. Want some more honey? Oh yeah, yeah.
the original Winnie the Pooh, the bear that it was based on, was named Winnipeg, and it was a girl. So there you go.
So Winnie's straight. Because it's a girl.
Could
It's a
be
girl.
transgender.
It could be transgender.
Could be.
Well, the last time I checked, the teddy bear has nothing going on downstairs.
But it has
so-
pants, right?
No, I don't think.
Oh, I thought Winnie the
he just
Pooh
wears
has
a shirt.
It's a
That's
little-
even backwards. It's like Minnie,
and it's a
Mickey
short
Mouse only wears
shirt.
pants.
Yeah.
I got all my
Yes.
shit mixed up.
Yeah.
All these weird fake animals.
Yeah.
Favorite?
They're not fake.
Favorite cartoon character?
Or favorite cartoon growing up, yeah.
Favorite cartoons growing up were The Simpsons. I still watch
The Simpsons are great.
I still watch them. There's so many amazing quotes from there that I use in daily life. So yeah, it's probably
People
gonna
just
be
look at you weird. They're like, "What the hell?"
I like The Simpsons. I also, for some weird reason, loved, not weird, but like I loved shows like Futurama and the Jetsons.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
'Cause
Oh, the
I like-
Jetsons. The
yeah.
Jetsons are great.
The whole like futuristic aspect just really, I always thought that was really cool.
Mike's overheating like a son of a bitch over there.
That's why I took off my sweater a while ago.
Damn.
We turned the heat off in here, and we're still making it warm.
We're warming each other up because we're so close to one another.
I love,
belly sweat.
I love fucking Bugs Bunny.
Yeah. Bugs,
Bugs Bunny's
fucking
fucking.
Bugs Bunny.
He's fucking funny,
Or
dude.
Roadrunner, man. All those
those
Roadrunners,
are
man. Why the hell
Elmer
could
Fudd. Elmer Fudd's great.
Yeah.
Elmer Fudd is awesome.
Why the fuck could they
Very,
never?
very
Why couldn't he
quiet.
ever fucking catch that Roadrunner?
That's the
I know.
saddest life
That's
ever.
the saddest. Like, why couldn't there be one episode
Hey.
where he catches him, he cooks him up, eats him, and
Yeah.
it's over?
It wasn't for lack of effort.
And then
I mean,
they're
he
like,
tried.
and then after the episode, they're like April Fools.
Yeah,
But,
yeah,
you know.
yeah,
But
yeah.
at least we see the process. You know
Yeah.
what he would actually do.
Well, Homer Simpson never made it either. You know, like he could never make it over the hump.
know.
Like every episode, he was trying. Al Bundy, kind of the same thing.
What do you
He
mean
never-
Homer Simpson never made it?
He never made it over the hump. Like every episode,
always an idiot.
Yeah, he's always an idiot. Yeah, he's always trying to do
That's
something
true.
big, or he's always
That
trying,
is true.
and it just fucking falls back in his face.
Yeah, no, that is true. That is true.
Poor homie.
Yeah.
Family Guy is pretty goddamn
I love
good.
Family Guy.
I don't watch a lot of it, but my kids
Yeah,
are
it cracks
both
me up.
watching it, which is
Family Guy is
hilarious
great.
because
Some of the originals, though, I used to watch like a
You
shit
seen
ton of.
Bob's Burgers?
No, I haven't.
pretty
No,
cool.
same
But I've
company,
heard.
right? Same.
Yeah. They're all the same.
Yeah.
Super Dad, I wasn't. I think it was called Super
American Dad?
American Dad. That's
Yeah,
it.
it's fine.
I wasn't a big fan. Of
I like
Yeah.
Family Guy and Simpsons. I kind of stick to the OGs.
Yeah, definitely.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles was my shit as a
Yeah,
kid.
what
wasn't
about
a-
a more serious cartoon? What
This
about some
wasn't.
of those?
This
What's
wasn't
a serious cartoon?
Like Thundercats, G.I. Joe, shit like that.
Let's quit fucking around. Let's get more
Yeah,
serious
yeah.
with Thundercats.
This wasn't a cartoon, but remember dinosaurs?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Not the mama.
Yeah,
not
yeah,
the
yeah.
mama.
That was
That
a
was
quality fucking TV
That,
show.
yeah,
was
what, was
great.
that puppets or some shit?
They were
It
like
was so
suits.
good.
They're like more serious Barneys.
Like-
yeah.
like
That's
m-
kind of scary to me.
Like
a little bit.
Muppets, but not Muppets.
Yeah, that was a really good show. What the fuck happened to that?
Dinosaurs.
Okay.
How'd that even come off
don't
air?
know.
I don't know.
I'm going to reach way back. Does anybody remember Ultraman?
What the fuck are you talking about?
Okay, so it was a Japanese TV series. It wasn't animated. It was a like live action. This guy is a pilot, and he gets hit by this like big superhero thing and killed. And so the guy like sacrifices his life to bring the other guy back, to bring the pilot back to life.
Yeah.
And so he's a superhero on command. He's got this thing that he twists and he turns into this giant thing. They're remaking it.
Wow.
Never heard of it.
Yeah,
That's
you
crazy.
will see it.
As
Sounds
an
like-
animated thing or what?
No, live action. Live action.
Do they need an actor? I'll be in it.
There you go.
I mean,
Maybe.
no.
Oh, all right.
What's your favorite Christmas movie? Now we got Christmas.
Oh, yeah,
coming
we were
up.
talking about him in the
Oh
car.
man, what was it? The one with Arnold?
Jingle
All
All
the
the
Way.
Way is
Jingle
pretty
All
good.
the
Good
Yeah.
one. It's a
Yeah,
good one,
that's
man.
funny. My best has to be Elf, though.
Yeah.
Elf's so
Elf
funny.
is so funny.
It's
It's,
so
a good
good.
one. Yeah, I think I'm gonna rewatch that one soon. It was on your TV the other night, yesterday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Elf?
Elf,
Yeah,
yeah.
I was watching Elf.
But then we went to the hot tub instead.
Wait,
Christmas
what?
Vacation. Oh wait,
Went to
what?
the hot tub?
Yeah. So anyway, Christmas Vacation's a classic.
Never seen it. What's the real
National
classic one?
Lampoon's.
Christmas Story?
Christmas
Yeah,
Is
Christmas
that-
Story.
The
is
Christmas
that-
Story.
Is that the fat little kid?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then what's the
Ralphie.
one even older than that, like black and white?
Fragile. Oh,
Angels die and wings.
It's a Wonderful Life.
It's a
Okay,
Wonderful Life.
now
Yeah.
you're farting. I think.
I didn't fart.
Oh, maybe that was me.
I didn't
Just
fart.
echoed?
I was trying to be as nice as I could.
There's a gym full of fat guys
Yeah.
about
Oh.
30 yards from us.
Yeah.
The farts could be
any
coming.
manner of farting happening. Yeah.
Who's the most famous person you've met?
Yeah. Answer that first. Let's go in the circle.
I don't know. I don't know who the most famous person is.
Who are you impressed most by?
I remember I had a lot of fun meeting Terry Crews the first
Oh,
time.
yeah. Office linebacker, right?
Amazing.
That was so much fun.
He seems
and I
awesome.
Filmed a video with him too.
Really?
Yeah. I talked about what was it, Euro training with him.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
Stuff, yeah. And he was talking about Afro training, and he was all excited.
Was he cool?
Yeah, super cool. He's such a humble dude.
I'm pretty lucky. I haven't met that many like quote unquote celebrities, but everybody I've met has been pretty cool.
Yeah.
You know, you hear bad stories about some
Yeah,
people.
you definitely
So
do.
it's cool to hear that Terry Crews is fucking actually awesome.
yeah, for sure.
We hung out with Stone Cold Steve Austin.
How was he?
The fucking coolest guy
Yeah.
on the planet.
Oh, yeah?
Genuine as
Texas
shit.
rattlesnake.
Kind of who his character was, except not, a bad guy kind of.
Yeah.
It was fucking really, really cool.
Yeah. How about you?
I don't know.
Michael Jordan?
Yeah, I got to meet Michael Jordan. I guess that would be top of the food chain.
That's
right
pretty
there.
good.
Yeah.
I shook his hand. That's about it.
Magic Johnson. I've
good.
met before.
Huge Magic Johnson.
I met Shaq.
Yeah, I don't think
Tyson?
handshakes don't
Yeah,
count as
Tyson.
meeting, right?
I agree.
Yeah. Handshakes don't count as meeting.
Yeah.
I
Well,
think
I was
that-
a little kid for most of these.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but Handshake Jordan was my most popular.
That's awesome, but I think I think there's two
Chatting
different
and hanging out.
There's got to be two different things besides
Yeah,
chatting.
yeah. Mark knows
and
The Rock
handshake.
a little bit.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
cool.
That's
yeah.
pretty fucking big.
I know him well enough. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's badass,
Cena.
man. Why isn't he
Yeah,
here
John
today?
Cena.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
that's
don't
true.
know.
John
Yeah.
Cena, yeah, all that. So that's
Those are
awesome.
pretty big.
Big ones,
But
man.
we need Terry Crews in here. Terry Crews, if you're listening,
What
come
is
to Super
deodorant
Training,
in
buddy.
Polish? Desodorant.
Oh, that's good.
Almost the same damn thing.
Desodorant.
What about smelly?
Śmierdzisz.
Oh, that sounds like
That
something
sounds really bad. Say it again.
Ty śmierdzisz.
Oh my god.
Smear juice.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
sounds like it's really going to be potent. What about Silent Mike?
Hold on. Why did it go? Hold on. It's
Well, the name's probably weird, right?
Chichy Michał.
Oh, that's sexy.
Yeah,
It
Chichy
almost sounds like
Michał.
it's be backwards or something.
Sexy.
Chichy Michał. What else do you want to know?
I don't know.
What do you want to know?
I don't know. I'm pretty happy with my name.
Does Polish food help with the gains? I believe so.
What's
you know,
Polish food besides wieners?
Pierogies?
Oh, I've heard of it. I don't know if I had a pierogi.
You don't know what
Oh,
pierogies
yeah,
are?
I
They're
do.
Polish dumplings.
Yeah,
Alright.
they're
Yeah.
Good?
they're delicious.
They're really good, yeah.
I recommend eating 50 of those a day.
And that'll get you jacked.
Yes.
Okay, I'm in.
If you really want to get jacked, 100. If you really want to take it to the next level and be Mr. Olympia, about 500.
How did you get yourself jacked? You're pretty tall, and you're what, 230, and you said you've been all the way up to
think I'm
around
more.
260 or so.
I think I'm more than 230 now.
240.
I'd say
okay.
more.
So.
Yeah,
I think maybe 240.
6'2", 6'3" ish maybe.
6'2". People always question.
It's hard. It's hard to get jacked when you're
And you
like,
move
tall,
pretty good.
you
We
know?
were squatting
Yeah.
earlier, did a tutorial, and you move really good for a big dude.
Well, I'm gonna move more and more. And it's
Oh.
My goal is to come back here and be like, oh damn, this guy got stronger.
Yeah.
That's my goal, to come back here. But it was big thing was like I ate a lot of peanut butter when I
get
was
some
trying to
calories
bulk
in.
up. Yeah, I was like I did the whole like milk thing as well. Trying to drink a gallon of milk a day.
Oh.
Didn't do that often. But in university, it was a lot of like nuts. I
Were
ate
you
a lot of
naturally
nuts.
pretty skinny as a kid?
I was just like normal.
Yeah,
you
yeah,
know?
pretty
I
average.
was like 180 pounds, 170
Tallish
pounds
compared
Yeah.
to most
Yeah.
of your friends.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. I was definitely on the taller.
But you weren't like fat.
No, not really.
Yeah.
No, I always had a big head.
Yeah.
I was always called the watermelon head.
Your mom's been in some of your videos. She seems like a small lady.
Yeah, she's 5'4".
Yeah, pretty slim.
Yeah, totally, for sure. But she can, for her age, she can move the weight and everything.
Yeah, I
like
saw her
that.
lifting at some of your
Yeah,
videos. That's
yeah,
fucking
yeah.
awesome. How's
Yeah,
that
it's great.
working out with your mom?
I mean, she did one workout with me, and I posted online. It was a 400 rep leg workout, and she like the very last set. She totally pulled something huge in her leg and was out for like 4 or 5 months.
What a
I felt
trooper.
so bad because we were filming a badass video and I was like, oh, you got to push it.
Yeah,
and then she pushed it.
Then
and
you kill your mom.
Oh man, yeah, it sucks.
How do you eat so fast?
I just do it.
Oh.
No, is there no technique to it? You just fucking gobble it down.
I saw. There's got to be a technique. You had a Texas-sized donut the other day, and we just peer pressured you into eating it fast, and you folded it into like an origami
I think
figure.
it was just, origami figure.
And then you put it in your mouth.
Yeah, and then I painted it, and then I boom. No, but it's all about
It's a swan.
shoving. I don't know. I think it's all about practice and being comfortable and knowing that you're not going to choke if you, you got to know.
So you don't
Hey,
chew.
really?
You don't chew a donut.
Not
just
having
eat
a
it.
gag reflex helps too.
Yeah, I was gonna say you perfected that gag reflex
Yeah,
thing.
I knew about that well before you.
I know you
Oh,
did. I know
oh,
you did.
hey
Yeah,
now,
yeah.
hey now.
It's hard to choke on 2 inches, but you did.
Yeah,
Well, just at least lie about it.
Put on a
make
good
me-
show.
Make me feel good.
yeah,
Weep a little, but always, it's very convincing.
yeah.
Is it possible to bodybuild without protein shakes? Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Like you can do everything without supplements.
Yeah, we
You
have
can
this
do
thing called
everything.
food.
Yeah. I think that's a very
You don't
big,
need anything fancy. You don't need any fancy equipment.
You probably don't even
any-
need a barbell, even though a barbell helps a lot. But you
Yeah.
could get pretty fucking jacked with pull-ups and
yeah,
push-ups.
you see all those calisthenic people, man.
Yeah, they're ripped.
Yeah.
They ripped, and some of them are big.
Yeah, body weight exercises.
Yeah, they just go
Totally.
use some parallel bars or one bar.
Yeah,
I
they
don't
do
know
a
what
lot
the
of
fuck they
crazy
What
do.
about
stuff.
even like just going out and doing some sprints?
Oh, that's a terrible idea.
Sprints. I mean, there's just they're
Yeah, it would kill
great
you.
For your muscles. You
Yeah,
know?
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, look at sprinters.
Strenuous, yeah.
I know a lot of sprinters probably deadlift
probably lift
and
as
squat,
well, yeah.
but still they're fucking
Yeah.
jacked.
Yeah, no,
Sprint
totally.
a hill. Go do some fucking stadium stairs. you
Yeah.
know,
No, I
and
agree.
try to figure out ways
Felix
to pick
loves
up some
you.
shit.
What?
Felix loves you.
Oh, I love you too. Yeah.
Somebody said I love Bugs Bunny. Shout out to Bugs Bunny.
Bugs Bunny.
How do you eat? Where'd that go? Let's
Favorite
talk about-
music?
Oh yeah, what do you listen to? What do you listen to
when
off
you're
hours,
lifting?
and then what do you listen to in the gym?
Why are you asking me first?
Because you
I
lead the
want
way.
you
I'm going
guys
down
to-
this line. I'm going.
Listen, I know. I'm not answering this question first.
All right, I like hip hop both, and I like R&B and reggae outside the gym.
I like a little bit of old school rock and
Like AC/DC, or are you talking like Beatles?
No, like AC/DC stuff or like just hard rock. Just me personally, but I'll listen to anything because I'm just not picky. I don't even need to listen to music when I work out.
Yeah, you have your own spot where you work out. Yeah.
Yeah, and
you
very
go quiet?
very often, like people will see me record videos and they're like, "How the hell do you work out with no music?" And I'm just like, well, two reasons. One, if I'm recording, I get all anal about copyright stuff.
Right.
And then two, I feel like I don't need it. But sometimes, sometimes I'm not going to lie, with a little bit of music and you're going for a PR,
Hell yeah.
it helps.
Hell yeah, it does.
Definitely does.
What about
Definitely
you,
does.
Smelly? Inside the gym, outside the
like
gym?
anything with a lot of energy. So
Yeah.
it could be anything from Metallica to Eminem or
Pavarotti had a lot of energy.
anything. Yeah, there you go.
A little opera.
Elton
yeah,
John.
I like something with a good beat and just something powerful. It doesn't have to be, even within like any genre that I normally like, it could actually be something quite different. But I just don't expose myself to that much different music, so I don't even know what the fuck. Like I don't know artist names. I don't know songs very well. It's not something I really follow a ton of.
Gym, inside, outside the gym.
Inside the gym, I don't care at all. I literally, I'm just like Pete. I don't care at all. I don't really, sometimes something loud going on, but like people have to have certain music for certain lifts. I just don't get that. I don't understand why. I can't even hear it really. It's just noise. So, it can fire me up.
Sometimes it gets way too loud in the gym where it's just like, you don't even know what the beat is.
Right.
That I feel is like sometimes like, I don't know, like it kind of also distract you. I feel like, you know.
Sometimes, like for some of the stuff I've done over the last few months, like, trying to chase down a 600-pound bench, I'm asking myself to do stuff that I haven't ever done before.
Yeah.
And so I'm like, turn up the volume and turn up the fucking intensity. Just try to put as much as I possibly can. Try to set myself up to be successful the best way I can, all the way from being prepared with sleep, all the way to cranking up some fucking music and just making sure I feel right and feel good about what I'm about to do.
Yeah, but you're working toward a specific goal at
right.
that time too. You're not like that 100% of the time.
Right.
You don't have to have a particular song on all the time.
So two things. One, we had a question like there's awkward staring ahead. It's not awkward staring. It's just we have questions to the right of our iPad and stuff.
He's
They're
just
popping
zoning
up.
out.
And
So I'm not zoning out
awkward.
or anything. And then the question that we had was, what's the best business advice you can give? We'll start with you, since you have a very successful business here.
Son of a bitch.
It's hard, isn't it?
Fucking invent something.
Yeah.
There you go. That's my advice.
But even
I
I
don't
feel
consider
like
myself a business person necessarily because, I don't know. Inventing a product is different. I did create some other products around that to try to facilitate, more financial gain, I guess you'd say. But just try to be creative. Try to think of something that makes yourself unique and different than other people. Trying to fight against everybody else doing the same thing can sometimes be very difficult.
Yeah.
And also, while you're being creative, it doesn't mean that you can't still keep things simple.
Yeah. I think for me personally is I think the best business advice is especially when you enter a business or if you're starting your own business, it's not an overnight thing. It's not like you're going to do it for a month. You're essentially
That's a really good one. It's long term.
Yeah. Plan that you're going to be doing it for the rest of your life, and as a result, make sure that whatever business that you're going into, you have a passion for it. You're not just doing it because, I heard there's a lot of money in doing this. If you know nothing about it and have no passion in it,
I think that's very popular now, especially with something like YouTube.
Oh, yeah.
Everyone's like, I want a YouTube. Like, do you like being in camera? Do you like editing? Do you like the topic you're talking about?
Yeah. Dude, I've tried to I think we all experience this where it's like we try and put somebody on
the level
camera.
of entry is zero basically for YouTube. It's free, right?
Yeah, exactly.
You can use your phone.
Totally.
So whatever your phone service costs, whatever your phone costs, that's your level of
It's-
entry to get into business on YouTube.
Yeah, for sure. And if that's your passion, then do it. But I think along with that, be prepared that it's a lot of work. It's a lot of work. Sometimes it seems easy when you're at this stage, but remember that it took a lot of years to get to this stage,
right?
And even day to day, it's still not easy. None of it is. I think there's always struggles, but I think that's the big thing. Is
well, even with what you do, you have over 3 million subscribers, and you
Totally, yeah.
still have to go around and have different meetings with different people. I know you're trying to do stuff on a higher level than most, but you still have to go around to different people and convince them I'm good for this. You know,
dude, it's
like I'm the
impossible.
right person for
Dude,
this.
I never,
and they'd be
like-
like, no, I still don't think so. And you
You'll
got to keep going from person to person to convince them.
Yeah, I think on, for example, for YouTube, you'll see a lot of big channels with brand deals. You'll rarely see a brand deal on my channel because a lot of companies don't like the fact that I don't think I do it as much anymore, but the huge competitive eating stuff and like huge quantities, a lot of companies didn't like that. So it's like I have to bust my ass to do a lot of business stuff on YouTube, but it is what it is. This is what I love to do. I love to do the fitness and the food stuff, and I continue doing it, and I'm going to do it for the rest of my life. I think all of us are you're in the business of what you love to do, and I think that's the most important part.
It's still work. People want to say, like, oh yeah, well, if you choose a job you love, you'll never work a day in your life. Well, that's utter bullshit.
Yeah.
Because anything that you want to do that's worth anything is a lot of work.
Yeah, it helps. It helps.
Like it.
But it's still a lot of work.
The other thing I would say is just be very cautious of.
Hi, Megan.
Oh, hey.
Hey, girl, hey.
Oh, I didn't know she was
Hi,
here.
Megan.
Oh, Megan's here.
Oh, thanks for
Megan.
coming.
That's great.
That's my
Is it actually?
fiance's best friend.
Oh.
Hey, holla.
Oh, we were just making fun of her, but that's
I
cool
know
that
we
you
were.
know her,
Yeah. What can I say? What
We
can
were
I
talking
say?
shit.
Oh, I think actually Melissa's with her right now.
Oh.
They're both there. Oh, okay. I think they are. I think she's up
Hi,
there right
wifey
now.
to be.
They're probably talking
hi,
about your
wifey.
wiener.
Yeah.
they
How'd you
probably
like that
were.
picture? You're
They're like,
welcome.
oh, yeah.
And I'm pretty embarrassed that he put it online. I'm not gonna lie.
I'm
not
pretty
gonna lie.
excited.
Yeah,
I was
I know. You were excited.
That kielbasa really impressed me.
Yeah. Do you guys enjoy beer? I know Pete does.
I like beer.
I do.
Yeah, I don't mind
like
some
beer.
beer here and there. I don't really
Yesterday-
I don't really love beer though, so I don't
you
know
love
a ton
wine?
of
No,
different beer.
no. That's not what came out of your mouth yesterday. We went to the University of Beer yesterday, and I'm like, which beer do you want? He's like, I don't care. I don't like beer.
Yeah, I don't really drink beer very
No,
often.
no. You said you don't like beer.
Yeah, no, I don't like the taste of it. And furthermore, I don't think anybody does. I don't think anybody likes the taste of this either, or even wine. I think that it's an acquired taste that you force yourself to like because you like the result of it rather than
That
what
is
you
possible.
get out of it.
That's possible.
Same thing with fucking chicken. You don't like. No one likes chicken. Come
Yeah.
on, give
I
me a fucking
do
break.
think that's the truth with a lot of hard alcohols and stuff like that.
Right.
Shit's pretty fucking rough. It is poison. So it smells
I
like
disagree with
poison.
you guys totally.
But
I fucking love chicken. I
Yeah.
love beer. I love bourbon.
How long have you?
right.
But
But
the very
give-
first
but-
time you drank bourbon, you're like, I love this.
Coffee is the one I can agree with because I thought that coffee was the worst shit ever. My wife drank it long before I ever did. It's like, I don't want to kiss you when you have coffee in your mouth. But
Just
now
test it
it's
out.
like-
Just test it out on a 10-year-old. See what
Yeah,
happens.
Yeah.
yeah. Well, I'm not 10 though.
No, I know. I'm just
I'm
saying.
about
I
5
just
times
don't-
10.
Yeah, I just don't think it's like something that's really for our taste buds necessarily. But I think you begin to like it because it helps you relax, and people like it for different reasons.
Right.
Same with wiener, or is that different?
Exactly.
I'm sure.
Yes.
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 Smiley.
Are we gonna get?
We missed the question.
Are we
There's
gonna
a
get
question
Pete
for
to do with
Smiley.
powerlifting meet? Yes, we are.
Yeah.
That was an answer,
oh,
and
yeah.
I will fucking answer it. You're coming down here next year after you're freed up from the powerlift or from your filming and busy work. Give us 6 weeks here at powerlifting or at super training,
6 weeks.
buddy. We got shit to accomplish,
a
and
long
you're
time.
gonna shock the world.
I'm down.
And then we'll fucking get you ready for a meet.
Yeah.
Deal?
I'd be totally down to do
Yeah.
that.
And the
Hanging
wifey
in
can
the Slinger
come.
Mansion.
Yeah.
I'm working on getting that toilet with the fucking
Heater? The butt heater?
Yeah.
Oh, if you
and
have
the
that,
fucking
then
spray.
it's done deal. That's a sealed deal.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
No, I would love to do that. I've always talked about it, but I've never had the opportunity to just sit down and really just get to work.
It's
and,
hard.
yeah.
People ask us why we don't compete a lot, and Mark competed for 20 years before he really got on this kind of daily grind that we're on. But I competed for a couple years, and then we started podcasting, YouTube, and working and traveling.
Yeah.
And then people are like, Mike, compete. You're not legitimate. And I'm like,
Yeah.
no, I'm not
Hey,
legitimate. I
Mike,
agree.
where's your Power Ranger suit? Guys
it's
can
right
serve
here
it.
with Jesus.
No, but seriously, where is it? Is that your house? In
It's
your
at my
closet?
house. Yeah.
Just randomly in a closet?
It's actually just on the ground. Sadly, I didn't put it away.
Just all crumpled up?
I got the green one too. Omar gave me them both.
Oh my god!
Oh my God.
Yeah, I have them both, and they're just sitting in my.
Who's the guy in the red shirt? Silent Mike.
Hi guys.
Silent Mike. Check out his YouTube channel. Check out his Instagram, and comment that he's a homo.
Oh,
He will really appreciate
yeah,
it.
he'll love that.
He'll love it. He'll
Hi
love it.
guys.
Hi.
My name's Mike.
Hi.
Do you prefer bodybuilding type of training or powerlifting type of training? If you had to choose, I guess.
I think I like power bodybuilding.
Yeah, that's why I said you had to choose. Because we
Power
all
bear.
kind of do that, I think. We kind of deadlift and then we'll get a pump or
You
something.
know what? At the end of the day, man, it all depends. Okay, so it's a very difficult question to answer because, it's a very difficult. I think powerlifting because it's always, you always have that, you can always lift heavy shit and you keep doing it. But at the end of the day, it's also like, okay, you also want to look a certain way at one point.
Yeah.
That's a very difficult question.
That's like my sell to people on powerlifting is that results are easier to not come by, but they're easier to understand, right? You lifted 5 pounds last week. Next week you lift 10 pounds. You got better. Whereas bodybuilding, like, you got to measure your arms every 3 weeks. Like, does that mean you got better? Not saying it's bad, but
I don't remember last time I measured anything except for
the kielbasa.
yeah.
What's your view on vegan games?
I just want to say thanks, Chris, real quick.
Who's Chris?
Yeah, you just didn't see it. He just had something very nice to say about how motivating and inspirational we all are. So
Thanks, Chris.
Thanks.
from the UK.
Nice.
Hello. Was that good?
Yeah, that's good. That's good. You mentioned vegan gains. I don't necessarily want to talk about him to give him attention, but truthfully, I hate him for the fact that he stabbed me for cancer, and did the videos about making fun of me. But
how much control does someone have over getting cancer?
yeah. Anyways, but that being said, I don't even want to talk about that. There's actually he probably has some entertaining content as well, and some crazy call-outs as well, which is pretty ballsy of him. There's certain videos that he's made where I was just like, I think he's gonna get killed for like the videos that he's made, But that's it. That's it.
But it's a strategy though to try to glom onto somebody else's success.
He's done very, very well with it, and good for him. That's his agenda. That's it. Next topic.
Son of a bitch.
Back to food. What are we're going on an hour
Somebody
here.
asked if you would eat a bowl of crickets for 40 grand.
40 grand? I would do
somebody
that.
asked, yeah.
Me too.
Yeah,
I'm in.
40 grand? I'd probably do that.
I'll do it for less money.
Yeah, I'll do it for $7.
But if somebody's gonna give me $40,000,
Yeah.
I'll do a big bucket.
Yeah, 40.
Yeah.
Jesus.
What about
Cash?
what else can we think about?
Eaten them before.
Yeah, 40 grand. Shit.
Thoughts on ketogenic diets? We talked about
Go
that
back
earlier.
to iTunes. This podcast will be there. Mark Bell's PowerCast.
Or if you just rewind this
some-
video
Oh, I didn't know you
afterwards.
could do that.
Yeah, this
There you go.
video will be on Facebook afterwards.
There you go. So check some of that shit out. We
but you
talked
can
about
check
it for a long
Yeah,
time.
we talked about it for a while, so we're not going to repeat ourselves.
You
Why don't
guys
you
questions?
rattle off some of the different things that you've eaten that are
top
weird?
Top 10 weirdest shit.
Oh, man. Brains, esophagus,
what? Brains-
camel-
of what? Of what?
Different ones. Pigs, sheep. I ate an entire. That was little pieces of brain actually aren't bad, but I ate an entire whole piece.
And it looked like a brain?
this, and it
What's
was
the
like-
consistency
yeah.
of a brain? Can you
It's
compare
very
it to anything?
It's very mushy. It's
Is it
very
like
mushy.
spongy, maybe?
Yeah, like
no,
fat,
no,
like meat
that's-
fat?
Yeah, no, not meat fat. Like it's almost like
Mushy, like,
buttery
wet bread?
Banana?
Banana buttery mixture, butter and banana mixed together.
Oh, sounds delicious.
It's but not the taste.
A nutter butter? Oh.
And what's the taste like?
I think you just need to experience it
No,
for
thanks.
yourself. It's
What's that weird shit? Durian. Have you had durian?
I haven't. I really want to get a
We
full
could find
fresh
some.
one.
We could get some.
Oh yeah, an entire a big one.
Yeah. There's like an Asian market here.
Oh yeah, well, let's do it. We should, all of us, and we
People-
chop it up,
People
and then
told
we
us,
try it.
People said it smelled like feces and gasoline.
But it apparently tastes great.
I don't
Yeah,
know.
yeah,
man.
How's that
Apparently
possible?
tastes like custard.
I don't know.
All right, brains. Go ahead. What else you eat?
Yeah, brains, esophagus.
Esophagus, a bunch of different kinds of stomachs, a bunch of donkey balls and penises, different kinds
Donkey
of penises.
balls just sounds so funny.
Different kinds of penises, different kinds of balls from different animals. A
like-
rooster testicle.
How little is that?
It literally looks like a mini sausage, and you're very confused when you see it, and you're just like, I'm not sure what that is. That looks
You
like a
think
sausage.
It looks more like a wiener than a ball.
It looks like what are those wieners that come in cans?
Little Smokies.
No.
Oh,
Vienna sausages?
Yeah. That's what it looks like, and you're
Yeah.
just like, all right. Like as I was in Hong Kong, and it was in a platter in front of me, and everything else looked weird except for that, and I was like, okay, that's got to be normal. And then of course it was not after I ate it. They're like, oh yeah, you just ate, rooster testicle. I'm like, oh, fantastic.
What's the worst thing that you ate? Like something that you almost couldn't even make it through. Is there anything like that?
I think the hot stuff is really bad.
Oh, just as spicy.
The spicy. I handle spicy really,
like a
really
wiener.
bad.
You didn't like bite a wiener and be like, oh.
Not really.
You're like yum.
No, but it wasn't like you throw up everywhere and all this other stuff.
Are you not squeamish about anything? Like if you see different things, it doesn't freak you out at all.
I hate.
Like
mayo.
I don't like to see like
Mayo?
operations.
You
like
say mayo?
I hate mayo.
That's amazing.
that's
Yeah.
amazing.
Yeah, I hate mayo too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just don't. Like
I don't
it.
like seeing inside the human body. Like when you see like a fucking operation on
Yeah.
TV, like it doesn't freak me out.
Oh, I
but
thought
it
you were
actually
talking
tastes
about
gross.
mayo inside the human body. And I was
Yeah.
like, how are you seeing that?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think like I haven't had any problems with blood, but once I had like a big mole removed from my back,
Yeah.
and then I was like changing the patches. I saw like a lot of blood coming out, and I
out.
fainted.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
fainted
yeah.
first time, and I was like, whoa, what the hell just
Yeah.
happened? But other than that, no, I don't really get squeamish. Yeah, only when I see peckers.
What's that?
I don't know. Next question.
Somebody asked way earlier about your bench. What's the most you ever bench pressed?
450?
450.
That's a lot of weight.
No.
I don't miss that.
I want to do 500.
I think you can once you're here for 6 weeks.
I think I will too.
500.
And then people would be like, "Oh my god."
What about? Have you ever thought about performance enhancing drugs?
I've thought about it, never done it. A lot of people online will always think about it. A lot of people actually thought I went on performance enhancing drugs after I had testicular removal of one testicle. But the truth is, if you Google it, one testicle takes over the other one.
Oh.
And
So your natural
becomes
testosterone or whatever is the same, not affected?
my testosterone levels are actually a little bit lower than normal, but they're not that low.
Yeah, not deathly low.
So you get a super testicle pretty much. And, it just
You got a
takes over.
super testy.
Super testy.
Yeah. What about when
yeah.
you're older or something? Any thoughts of it or not really?
Who knows what I'm doing? I think it
Yeah,
all depends on what your goals are and
Right.
where your actual natural testosterone levels are, I think.
Yeah.
I think that's a big factor.
What's the actual hang up with it? That they're illegal? What's the main thing?
I don't know. I think it's all about messing around with your actual hormones.
Right.
And stuff like that, I mean, maybe, I've smoked pot and stuff like that.
Right.
And that's not legal. Now it is getting legalized
Yeah,
everywhere.
Yeah,
Right,
what's
right.
that up in Canada? Bad, good?
It's like things are getting legalized slowly,
Yeah.
but it's not 100%. But I think
Pete, get on the juice. Oh, what? What's that?
get on the juice. No. Yeah, that's my thoughts. I think
Cool.
it's just all about, How about you guys?
When I'm late 30s, maybe I'll see what my shit's like. But
Yeah.
what I tell people is you mentioned goals. It doesn't help me reach any more goals. If I deadlift 700 on them or off them, I wouldn't be any happier.
Mm-hmm.
It's just kind of what it is.
Yeah.
It depends on how you feel. I mean,
Would you go back on it?
I love them. I'll probably be on and off of them the rest of my life. Quote unquote.
somebody
bigger, stronger,
said that
faster.
in a movie.
Yeah. Somebody asked earlier about lifting for or trying to lose weight and power lift at the same time. Somebody just asked now,
Lifting for weight loss versus cardio.
lifting for weight loss versus cardio. The key always is your diet, right?
Diet.
Would you guys agree with that? I mean,
Ooh, up your activity and lower your calories
Right.
is the very raw basics of everything.
Yeah.
I don't think you have. If you're already training and you're training 4 days a week and you're lifting, you probably don't need to change too much of that. If you have problems with diet and you can't diet, then maybe the answer would be to up your cardio, maybe go for a walk and try to increase some activity somewhere.
And
Yeah.
building muscle helps burn fat
Totally,
over time.
for sure.
Allows your body
So-
to work for you.
But
rather
I think
than-
we always need to remember it's your results are going to be 75% diet.
yeah,
you know?
that's going to be the
It's-
hugest part.
You could train your face off, try to gain muscle, but
Unless-
if you're not eating enough, you
people
won't
lose
lose
weight
weight.
all the time
Unless
doing-
you're in that bracket of 0.00001% genetics, where it's
Yeah.
doesn't matter what you eat, you're always going to be
Those guys,
diced up, and
They're probably in the NFL.
yeah,
Right?
you're
If your
probably an
genetics
athlete.
are that
yeah.
You're probably making bank.
People lose weight all the time just through diet.
Yeah.
Without any exercise.
Yeah,
So-
totally, and they look great, and you're like, "What'd you do? What kind of training do you do? Oh, what is the gym?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What is this gym you talk about?
Yeah, they don't do a whole lot.
Yeah.
How long is this going on for? The next 24 hours. It's a marathon.
I don't know. I'm sure we'll
We've
end it
been
soon.
at 110 right now.
We'll go for another 10 minutes,
Yeah,
15
I
minutes,
think
and
so.
then we'll call it a day because we have things to do.
Nah, eat. Maybe food challenge.
and
Maybe.
fart. Maybe. What time is it now? Oh, it's only 5.
Yeah, yeah,
What,
yeah.
you guys got an idea for a food challenge? We want to do a group one.
Yeah, yeah.
We want to.
We don't wanna
all
put
get
Pete on the
together.
spot.
Yeah,
We
no,
wanna help.
No, I'm here together. We've been doing everything together.
Team.
Deadlifts together.
We're
Everything.
bonding.
Exactly.
I agree.
So I need to teach you guys how it feels to feel terrible after eating.
I mean, I'll try. I'll
Yeah.
try something. Any
Best
foods?
overall-
Pizza. Everyone's saying pizza.
Yeah.
I do like pizza.
Pizza's so simple too.
Yeah.
It's so good. Even just cheese pizza's really good.
Yeah, I told them about Wicked Pizza. That place is pretty good. We
It
could
is
probably
pretty
do a competition there.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Eat
You
whatever
take
is-
any supplements at all? Any vitamins, vitamin C,
Yeah,
multivitamins,
fish oil or some
any
bullshit?
sort of routine you have, thing that you take, even like an energy drink or anything like that?
I mean, I think it's all about, I don't know. I'm a big fan of taking, multivitamin, extra vitamin C, me personally, because I've been always trying to lately at least boost my immune system like crazy. Because my immune system is not weak right now. So I think it all depends. But if you're healthy, I think multis are beneficial, and like stuff like, fish oil, where it's like you can't necessarily take in all the fats that you can or want.
Need, yeah.
Yeah, a little protein powder here and there, but not overkill. I think that's important. I like a little pre-workout
Yeah.
A little
To be
kick in the
honest,
pants.
Yeah, you just it helps you out. Little energy supplements.
Well,
like
none
something
of us
just
are
kept you going.
pros really in fitness.
No.
Right.
So like, if pre-workout makes us perform better, have more fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like why?
Yeah.
Like if it's
I'd
not killing you.
even say that's true with food. Like
Yeah.
if having a little bit of carbohydrates helps your workout, then just have a little bit of carbohydrates. Even if you're on a low carb diet, have 30 or 50 grams of carbs.
Chicken
for a
nugget
training
challenge.
session if it's
Chicken
gonna help.
I like chicken nuggets.
Yeah.
That'd be an okay
nuggets.
challenge.
Yeah. Cool.
Find some
I've done
chicken
it.
strips.
I've done it a couple of times.
Mark really likes wings though.
Oh yeah.
I do like wangs.
Yeah,
Wangs.
I don't know about 278 of them.
But
That was
maybe
a lot.
That was different.
278 for 5 of us.
Was that with or without bones?
That's with bones. Yeah. It's a lot
You
of
ate the
fun.
bones? Just kidding.
Yeah.
I ate the bones.
Calcium, lots of calcium.
What was I gonna say? Oh, what are your thoughts on creatine?
Enough studies have shown that it works to some extent. I
Yeah.
haven't taken it consistently in probably 2 years, and I'm still my strongest. So is
Yeah.
it needed? No. But is it?
I mean, creatine naturally occurs within food, right?
I try to just eat some steak and
I mean,
fish.
yeah, you got that. Then you can really just keep it in your system.
I think if you have the money, and the problem is I just don't remember to take it.
Yeah.
So if you have the money,
Right.
which it is pretty cheap
Yeah.
often,
Yeah.
and you remember to take it, sure, it's not going to
Definitely
hurt.
different qualities out there.
Taking
and things like
supplements
that,
and stuff can help you kind of stay on a routine because you're like, oh, I'm taking this creatine, then I'm going to go to the gym a half hour later.
I better not eat
And
this
so
cookie.
You might be like, might be like a little bit more regimen.
but
And,
holds you more accountable.
Agreed.
yeah, but I don't really think they do a whole lot
Yeah.
in general.
I've never
Not
taken
big.
one
I'm not
besides
a huge fan.
caffeine and said like, wow, that helped
Yeah.
my workout.
Yeah.
Right.
Even
Yeah.
if it's for 6 months. I've tried all these stupid things and
Yeah.
none of them felt
Yeah.
great.
Yeah,
But caffeine's fucking awesome.
just making sure you're not starving while you're working out too.
Yeah.
Make sure you have enough.
Is there going to be any
water.
sales on Furious Cuts? Possibly in the new year. We did a sale for Black Friday, so I think we might do one for Boxing Day, but that's about.
Type
What's
in
that, the
Fat
day after
Dan and get
Christmas?
10% off.
That would be great.
I said type in Fat Dan and get 10% off.
Code Fat Dan for 10% off.
Fat Dan.
That's not a code, sorry
I
guys.
think you can actually use code Furious and you can save yourself some money. So
There you go.
There you go.
Boom.
Boxing Day is the day after Christmas for you Americans who don't know.
Yeah,
Oh,
sorry.
yeah.
So Boxing Day was like we had Boxing
Is that
Day.
Rocky or what?
We never had Black Friday. And,
Yeah, yeah,
and
yeah.
we introduced that through you guys because I think all our consumers in Canada got all pissed off that all these Canadians were driving down to these states to shop Black Friday.
That's
so they
great.
were like,
Drive it back
all
up.
right, it's time to do Black Friday in Canada as well. So yeah, we do the Black Friday, Cyber Monday.
And then now
too.
Black Friday and Cyber Monday have turned into like a week long of sales.
I know sometimes like there's some YouTuber that actually announced the Black Friday sale a week later because he forgot. He's like, oh, so I got this Black Friday sale going
That's
on.
great.
At that point, just call it a sale.
That's great.
Or like, I forgot the Black
What-
Friday
winter sale.
What,
Yeah,
what the
winter
Friday the next week can't be black? That's prejudice.
Oh.
I mean, there can only be one Black Friday.
Yo, pizza.
Red Friday. Red
Somebody
Friday.
said the next challenge should be Christmas related.
Did you guys watch the
Gingerbread?
UFC?
Ham or something?
Cookies.
Did you guys watch UFC 194?
I missed.
I did with Jose Aldo.
You can
And,
watch it on Instagram in 13
Yeah,
seconds.
yeah. You watched the whole
Exactly.
thing. It's right
Whole
there.
battle. Yeah. That was pretty whack.
That was pretty crazy.
Yeah.
Conor McGregor just destroyed it.
Nuts.
He did.
Destroyed it.
Seconds flat.
All right, guys. I think should we call it a day here?
Let's call it a
Let's
day.
do that.
I think we've
Oh,
been
hold
answering.
on. There's one more valuable question. What's your PIN number? And your social security as well.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Oh no, this is a prince that's overseas.
Yeah.
Okay.
And he's
Oh,
gonna,
so it's okay.
He's gonna wire you money.
If
Yeah,
you
okay,
give him
yeah.
1,000, give
Yeah.
him 1,000, he'll give you 5,000.
Yeah.
All right. Well, anyways, guys, thank you so much for everyone that tuned in. You guys can do your sign off on your podcast, and I will do my sign off here on the iPad. Thank you very much for tuning in. It was fun. Hopefully, you guys enjoyed it. We'll catch you guys later. We're gonna play some.
Bye. Let's do a little closeout here on our thing as well.
Hit him.
That was fun.
Where can people find you, Pete?
What's up? Me? You can find me on FuriousPete.com. That's all my goodies, and if you want to check out my apparel and stuff, FuriousCuts.com. That's our FuriousFormulations.com. That's our apparel company. You can also check me out on. Stop scratching my chest. I like it, Mark. Thank you. That feels so good.
Leg starts moving like your
Yeah,
dog.
yeah. YouTube, Furious Pete, and Furious Talks, and on Facebook and Instagram, all that stuff. You can find me on Furious Pete. So Snapchat, which is Furious Pete 123.
Oh my god.
Oh my god! Now I got to fart. I really need to poop, guys. That was not me, but mine sound a lot more manly. It's like
Very. Oh. A lot of wetness in there. That was quite manly. Thanks for that, Pete.
Shardy.
Appreciate that. Multiply your hustle, multiply your muscle. I'm at Mark Smillybell on Instagram and Twitter. And may all your shits be tapered.
Silent Mike, Instagram and Twitter. That's it.
I'm Jim McD, STTV, everywhere where I would want you to find me. Follow the show on Instagram at Mark Bell's PowerCast, Facebook.com/SuperTrainingGym, Twitter and Periscope at STGymSack. Thanks to our sponsors, Rogue Fitness.
8-man strong.
8-man strong.
For all your powerlifting apparel.
fun.
Caveman Coffee,
that
keeping
was a
you
good podcast.
caffeinated. Compex USA for rocking that shit.
Nice Rogue shirt, Mike.
And Rogue Fatness for keeping us fucking jacked with gear.
RogueFitness.com.
My favorite barbell in the world, Power Ohio Barbell.
And we're out.
Mark Bell's PowerCast is a production of SuperTraining.com.